Make sure
This
you
call is
can.
being recorded.
Yes, I can, loud and clear.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone for joining the call tonight. We really appreciate it. We're getting ready to start our week and grow our LifeVantage business. My name is Lisa Henke, and I am a Pro 4 with LifeVantage. And we're going to talk a little bit about the invite, which is, I think, if you don't invite, nothing happens, one of the most important aspects of our business. But just a little bit of background on me. I've been with LifeVantage almost 3 years, been a customer for 5, but spent about 25 plus years in corporate America working 60 hours a week, and just got disenchanted with the layoffs and everything that was going on. But we hadn't saved enough money to replace our current income. So I was really getting kind of panicky about the fights that my husband and I would have once the big incomes ended, and I was looking for options. Being a 3-time breast cancer survivor, I was sold on the products because of the science. But I am so excited now that I'm going to have options in my future for not only healthy products, but also for financial stability. So that's a little bit about my story. But let's get into the invite. Nothing happens until you invite and educate or tell someone about LifeVantage. But a couple things to remember as I'm going through this. I'm going to kind of maybe tell you how I would invite, but you have to be yourself. It's so funny. If most of you know who Fred Graves is, and when Fred Graves gets up and teaches about the invite, he says, "Come on, Joe, you're coming to my house and we're going to do this." And he just kind of yanks people out of their chair and makes them go. Well, that's not me. I mean, that's never going to be me. But I have a great invite. Remember, everyone is unique, and be true and authentic to yourself. You'll find the right invite for you. But so that's what as we're going through this, if you're thinking, well, that's not me, correct. You'll find have part of your team members help you figure out which one of the invites makes sense for you. But the one thing that LifeVantage and Team True Blue has provided us is several different ways to become skilled at inviting inviting people to the LifeVantage products and to the business. Those who become good at inviting, have passion, love it, and have some fun, those are the ones that I have seen have been successful at growing their business, helping others enhance their health, and create financial stability. So even though inviting is, for many of us at times, like a deer in the headlights, we have to turn it into fun. And what LifeVantage and Team True Blue has done for us is they have given us three different ways to learn to invite. I think we should use all 3 of them. First is the blueprint. Everything you need to know in a written format. The blueprint is, if you didn't get it in your starter kit, you can get it online. And then they have the audio series to the blueprint, which is called the Proven Plan, and that's available online. The next door that they've given us for learning the invite is the LV Move Launch video library. If you haven't downloaded LV Move, please get with one of your team members and do so. What this is, it's 4 minutes a day or less than, and you can learn the skills you need to become an educator and a business builder. And there's great daily exercises. So if you have not used that, please do. They teach you how to invite in the LV Move launch library. And third, and I think is going to become a staple for most people, is Launch 60. And that's Brandon Cunningham and Fred Graves put together a program that allows us to kind of invite friends formally, will you come help us, to phone calls. And it's going to be a great way, especially for new people, to get past the fear of inviting. So we're going to talk about those 3 ways of learning how to invite. But before you invite, I have to do this for myself every day. The positive mental attitude poster child is what I've been called, but I still have to check my mindset. I have a gift to offer. It's not for everyone. Many people are looking for better health and to be debt-free and time-rich. That's what I have to just remind myself before I invite. I'm calling to provide information that's life-changing. And I'm just here to share that information. And the one thing that the gut check that I do is if I'm fearful to pick up the phone, then I know that I'm thinking more about me and my issues than giving a gift. If I have the mindset of, hey, this is a gift, if people want it, that's awesome. If they don't, that's awesome too. But when I get fearful and, what are they going to say, and this, then I know that I'm making it all about me. I am the messenger, not the message. So that is one of the things that I double check myself with on an invite. And the next one is you've got to be prepared to not tell the story, because that is just kind of our nature. We want to just blab the story out. So you have to absolutely plan not to tell the story in the invite. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. But if you don't plan not to do it, you will most likely do it because it's human nature, or the person you're inviting is going to ask you to tell them, and they're going to push you a little bit. And the next thing before the invite, make sure you know what you're inviting to. We have so many options. You can invite to a home meeting. There's home meetings going on around. Ask your team members what's going on. You can invite to a face-to-face meeting. You can meet for coffee. You can invite a telephone call. Local meetings, check Big Blue. So just know what you're going to invite to, so that you have the right business partner and you're not kind of thinking, what am I inviting to when I'm starting the invite? The other thing is, remember, and I have to do this, I have to make sure that I have an attitude of being focused on the friend and building the relationship, compassion and caring. I have to really focus on that, or I can get into join my business, Mr. So-and-so, I just need to have the right attitude. So let's start with the LV Move app. And I just want to reiterate, if you don't have the LV Move app, please get it. This company is doing amazing things that we can just learn how to grow the business on our phone. That's pretty awesome in my opinion. Okay, so if you're on LV Move, there's several different less than 4-minute videos on how to invite. The first one is an icebreaker. It's, they tell you about leading with the benefits and how will the person you're going to invite from benefiting from the products. So they explain how would you do that. And then the next one is, I thought of you because. And you always want to tell the person, I'm calling you because I'm excited about a new business and I knew you were looking to, be home with the kids. This might be of interest to you. The next one is, let's do it together. So those are the icebreakers. I certainly, on our 15-minute call, I can't go through that. I just want to give you a little snippet of what is available on LV Move. The next, and I think this is one of the best less than 4-minute videos on LV Move, it's inviting basics. And you're inviting others to take a look at the LifeVantage product and opportunities. This is a critical skill. But the video explores ways to invite and ways to educate. What she really says in this video is you're an educator, and our goal is to help people make informed decisions. And the compelling, in the video, she talks about the key to educating is making a compelling invitation, and she explains how to do that. So I really recommend you go into the basics of inviting on the LV Move. There's several other invites on there, 4 minutes a day, and that's certainly one option for you to learn how to invite. And next, I'm going to go through the launch call. This is really cool. They're calling it Launch 60. And it was designed to help brand new distributors that are like, how do I invite to a launch call? How do I invite at all? Because it's something they've never done before. So what they've done is they've set up a program, and if you don't know, certainly ask me or one of your team members. What you're doing is you're calling your business-minded friends, your health-conscious friends, people who would support you in the business, and you're saying, hey, I'm new in this business. Will you do me a favor? The way we start out this business is we started out with what we call a launch call. And one of the leaders in the company is going to be sharing the information on the call. Would you do me a favor and get on the call? And it is, Barbara, I think Barbara said somebody had a brand new launch call and 13 people. I had a launch call last week, and I think it was 11 or 12. And I thought launch call was only for people who were brand new. But I have numerous people who I am following up with who know about my business, and it was not for them at the time. So I'm calling them up and saying, hey, will you do me a favor? We've got some updates. Some new stuff is happening with LifeVantage. We're doing a 15-minute call on Wednesday night at 9. Would you do me a favor and get on? And at first, I really overthought that. I was just crazy. I was thinking of all these questions, and I'm embarrassed to say that Barbara and I actually asked Janice to help me write up these questions to determine whether it was of value of them to get on the call. Boy, was I way overthinking it. After I did the first 2 of those question calls, I said, oh, this is terrible. And I just started calling people and saying, hey, there's an update. You want to hear the update? Would you do me a favor and get on the call? So it was pretty amazing. So we've got the LV Move. She's going to teach you all the steps to the inviting process, so make sure you do that. We've got the launch call. Make sure you get with any team members, me. I'd be happy to go through that with you. I think that's going to be invaluable to us. Also, I just wanted to make sure I reminded you on the launch, on the listing of the videos on the launch, there's also how to invite your friends who are professionals and are just really successful in their current business. So that's also there. The next way we can learn how to invite people is the blueprint and the proven plan. Oh my gosh. The blueprint walks us through it. I'm excited about something that's going to be big. Let them know why you thought of them. You need 30 minutes of their time. I won't go through it all, but the blueprint and the proven plan, it's a written or an audio way on how to invite people. So how do I do it? This is pretty much my invite. Normally it's people, I do most of mine on the phone, and it's, oh, Joe, I haven't talked to you in ages. I'm calling about something specific, but first let's catch up. And I talk about the family, the kids, the old job, the new job, whatever. And then at the appropriate time, I say, hey, I wanted to talk to you about this new business that I'm doing. It's amazing. I'm not sure if it's for you or not. It only takes 30 minutes to learn. Would you like to learn about it? And frequently people say, yeah. I say, great. What's a good time for you in the next couple of days? When do you have 30 minutes and you're going to be by your iPad or your computer? But there's also the time, what's the most important, what's the most frequently asked question? What is it? Well, they want you to tell them the story right then and there. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you tell them the story right then and there, you're not going to ruin it for you. You're going to ruin it for them. Because if they don't hear it the right way, it's very hard for them to make the appropriate decision for them. So what I say is, first thing that I say when they say, what is it? I say, well, that's what the call is for. We're going to learn all about it during the call. Or I may say, I want to show you the right way. It takes 30 minutes to learn. What's a good time for you? And if they're really pushy, I say, if there's ever a chance we're going to be business partners, I want to show you the right way. Will you do me a favor and let me show you the way it was shown to me? Okay, when they say okay, I say, when do you have 30 minutes? So the next frequently asked one, well, is this one of those things? Is this one of those pyramids? I stop, I pause. When I'm good, I do that. I say, what do you mean? And, well, sometimes they'll go off onto something that has nothing to do with multi-level marketing. And if they say, one of those things where the people at the top make all the money, and I say, well, if you're talking about a pyramid, pyramids are illegal, and I wouldn't do anything illegal. And then I get them to tell me, and sometimes I say, do you mean network marketing like Amway, the $10 billion company, or Avon? And they say, yeah. I say, you're right. It's network marketing. Do you love it or you hate it? And I'm really upfront. I have to tell you, at first I was a little, I didn't want to say it was network marketing. But I think you've got to be authentic and truthful and just come out, yeah, it's network marketing. The wave of the future, how companies who've got new technology are selling their products. So that is the invite. And then I say, great. Next Tuesday at 9, perfect. So I'm going to call you next Tuesday at 9. You'll be by your computer. Yeah, they say, yeah. I said, okay, so I'm going to send you a reminder about Tuesday at 9. Is that right? Right. I actually get Tuesday at 9. I get them to say yes 3 times because then they've committed. I usually do send an email with an update, but everybody is different. It just, it matters who you are. You may send a text or whatever. And I didn't even get into texting invites, but that's a whole nother way to invite that absolutely works. So I know we're running out of time here. So I'd like to end with, you don't have to be an expert to invite. You really don't. What I just told you is all you need to know. But we think because we're going to have to tell the story, we have to be an expert. But remember, you're going to plan to not tell the story. And so if I remember my first invites, I will never forget this. I'm sitting at my dining room table. Barbara Borland is there. And, I've done sales for years, so I didn't think it was any big deal. So she's training me, and then she says, okay, let's pick up the phone, and we're going to invite 3 of your friends. And I looked at her like, is she nuts? I'm not inviting my friends. And I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So I picked up the phone and she was right there. She was helping me all the way. And I invited 3 friends. And you know what? Once I got past that deer in the headlights, oh no, I love to invite. I'm not telling you there aren't some days when the phone is really heavy, but because when I was there with the person that enrolled me, my dear friend and sponsor, and I was willing to kind of fumble my way through it. I even said to a couple of my friends that I invited, hey, you're my first phone call. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm learning. So take that step. Don't overthink it. Don't dawdle around and waste time pretending like you're going to invite and you're getting ready to get ready. And don't let someone who knows less about LifeVantage try to tell you and knock you off your feet, because you've got an amazing opportunity and we need to run like our hair's on fire. So that's it for tonight. Barbara,
Great.
any last
Lisa,
comments?
thank you. That was a great summary. Really great. So what I'm going to do is, please, anybody who needs to go, please do, because we do want to keep this to just 15 minutes and we're 5 minutes over. No problem. It was really great. But if anyone does have any questions, please hang on. We'll stay on for about 5 minutes. Let me unmute everybody. If you do have a question for Lisa, then please let's shoot. Let me just unmute. Okay, so everybody's unmuted. Does anyone have any questions that they want to ask Lisa, or any good comments that could add to the information that she shared tonight? All right, it's quiet on the line, so no problem. That's great, Lisa.
Hey, Barbara.
Yeah.
I just wanted to echo what Lisa was saying, especially if any of our new distributors are listening, that the simpler we make this and the more we make this about just a gift that we have to give, the less intimidating it will be to share the information. She is so right on, and I just wanted to echo that she is right on.
Thank you, Janice. You're right. You're correct. And we do. A lot of us are kind of overthinkers, so it's a really good reminder. Any other comments or questions?
This is Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Hi. Lisa, you did great. All I would add is you're absolutely right. You want to keep it as simple as possible, as real and you as possible, and make it fun.
There you go. Good summary. Anybody else? Okay, guys. Same time next week. We'll keep moving through. I think this has been great, and I encourage all of you to let your friends who are distributors know about our calls, and make sure that your downline and upline are aware as well. And we look forward to having everybody on the call this time next week. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Have a great week.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Lisa. Thank you, Barb.